Hello everybody, it's Pant3ra from WCReplays.com bringing you an audio commentary. This audio has been copyrighted 2005 by WCReplays.com, so don't go stealing it or I'll be sad. Okay. Today's matchup is, let me find it on my desktop. Alright, there we go. Bubblesong versus Klisa. I'm not sure what Bubblesong's AKA is, he's in World Elite though. So obviously he's a good player. Okay, so I'm going to launch this up, and I'm going to tell you guys what to get it paused at, but it's going to be up on the site, so you guys probably will already know if you paid attention to the site. If you didn't, then you're a bitch, and you're going to have to waste 2 seconds of your life like I'm doing to find out what we're going to pause this at. So, boo-hoo. And then we're going to be going over the Night Elf versus Orc. And Orc says Night Elf's so hard, but it's really not. It's really hard for the Elf. So I'm going to be going over the options that Orc and or that Night Elf have against Orc, and all that good stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to fast forward through this replay, get it to the part where I want it to come out at. We're going to yeah. And the Demon Hunter's almost out. Yeah, and okay, 2 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna pause it. We're gonna unpause at the 2 minute mark. We're gonna pause at the 2 minute mark. Then we're gonna unpause in a second. Okay. Alright, so today we are going to be going over a pretty versatile strat that Elf used to use a lot versus Orc until the mass dot bullshit came out. And that's just stupid if you ask me. No, it's not stupid, but no, it is stupid. Last patch I didn't really use mass dot that much because when I do complain about imbalance, it's mostly me just like messing around, you know, and having a good time and, you know, saying, oh, that's really imbalanced, when really I'm just messing around, you know. But last patch I did think the mass dots was kind of cheese for against the Orc and whatever, and even though I'm an Elf player myself, you know, I still, like, I don't know, I like to, it was just not that fun. I play this game to have fun, and winning isn't that fun if it's an easy win, in my opinion, you know. I'd rather get a loss than a disconnect win, and pretty much mass dots were like a disconnect win for the most part because it was so damn easy to own the Orc up, you know. You just have to cycle in his Spirit Walkers up, and that's pretty much game. Now this patch, the Spirit Walkers have the hero resistant magic, so they're definitely a lot better, and that's good. Yeah. Also, the Elf Expos take a little longer to get up to this patch. I mean, it's nothing new. This patch has been out for a while. I'm just going over, you know. So it's a little harder for the Elf to get an expo up, not just by 10 seconds, so it's not that bad. I mean, it's still worth getting, or it's, you know, you still need to get your expansions up. You know, it's not good to take out, like, out of your strategy expos and whatever. So, alright, hopefully you guys got this paused at the 2 minute mark. Bubblesong's point of view, we're gonna take out the Fog of War. Okay, and I'm just gonna be going over the matchup in general, and if I see some stuff that the Orc's doing, I'll point out if he's doing something good. And obviously, as is Klisa. My last audio, I did Klisa's. Now they're sharing accounts, so I think it's Laughlin and Loft someone else that is sharing the accounts. I think Lynn is the Orc player, I believe, and I forgot what the Elf's player was, but the Elf player lost to the Undead player in my last audio, and Klisa's gonna end up losing in this one too, because I'm sure a lot of you did the show winner button hacks and used the hacks to see who the winner was. So or you guys have W3C charts that say who the winner is without even having to look on the site, and that's even more of a hacks. That's hacks to the max. So let's get this unpaused, and I'll start talking about the stuff while they're doing nothing. So let's get this unpaused in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. Okay. Good game. So, yep, this is the end of the replay. He won, so good game. No? Okay. Okay, the Blade Master sees a Wisp. The Wisp's gonna run away. He's gonna either have to detonate, or, yeah, he detonated. Now, that's good. They're chasing around the workers. Now, I don't know. I think if you chase around the workers, it's just a waste of time. A big, let's see what he gets. Ooh, 25 EXP and 75 gold on the orcs part that he lost. Oh my god. And, you know, if the elf player wouldn't have chased that, he would have gotten that much closer to the orcs base and could get some mana burns off on that blade master. And that would just be like, you know, less mana burns, so less harassing time. You know, you could end up creeping faster. That'd be good. He's going the Huntress build. The advantages to the Hunts build. By the way, he set up his second Moonwell a little too late. That's not a good idea, because now he is like really like, oh my god, get out of my base, go die. And the Blade Master's like, hey, you noob, you're such a noob, toll noob, guys, toll noob. So he uprooted his AOW just to kind of like get some damage on the Blade Master and try to scare him away, I guess. I mean, really, like seriously, guys, like U5 Kazi, like, seriously. I don't know, that was kind of a waste, but if it helps scare away the Blade Master, whatever, that's good, because if he doesn't get that Moonwell up, he would be really delayed in his hunt, so that's fine. He's getting True Shot first, not True Shot, Ultra Vision, sorry. He's getting Ultra Vision first because when he goes and harasses, because you're going to harass with your hunts. You do not want to creep in the beginning of the game with your huntresses. You have to keep on like constantly harassing. So right now he's going to grab his Boots of Speed and start harassing the hell out of the orc. Right now the orc's going to either be creeping or harassing him, and as we see right now the orc's is creeping. So you have to think, you need to, like, if he could have like put on a little more aggressive harass, like ran around his Demon Hunter, around the map, saw where the orc was creeping, you know, and he's checking those green spots, those green creeps, you know, right by his base just to see, and obviously the orc's smart and creeping somewhere else, so he's gonna go in there, take out that Voodoo Lounge, which is really gonna stop the Orc's Blade Master ass. Really nice, because there's no salves for him, no clarities. That's good. Okay, so that's game. With the hunts, he keeps running in there, running back, and right now he's just checking. He needs to see like where he's creeping. You know, like right now he has level 2. Let's see what he has. Yeah, he has level 2 already right now, and the Demon Hunter's already only level 1. So that's a whole level he has on him. Nowhere, the Demon Hunter isn't anywhere close to the Blade Master's level, so that's really bad. Khaleesi's running in there, focusing that tree. It's really, that's stupid in my opinion. If he would have focused the Entangled Gold Mine, that would have went down a lot faster, because it's 800 HP as opposed to 1,300, and Bubble Song would have had to bring his wisps out to repair it, and had to micro his wisps and all that good stuff. So, you know. Alright, I think I explained Ultra Vision, why he got that first, and the reason why is because he can see during the night, because as we all know, once the hero comes out, it's almost nighttime, and so by the time that Ultra Vision is done, then it will be nighttime, so then the Night Elf can see more, and he won't end up missing the player from creeping if he, you know, catches the player creeping or whatever. So he grabs his Beastmaster second and starts chasing down these grunts. Now, in my opinion, Showtime was showing my friend, because, yeah, alright, so Showtime was teaching my friend Night Elf versus Orc, you know, with the hunts, and like every single time I've seen Showtime do this, and you know, these are both, like, Bubble Song is a good player too, and I'm sure Bubble Song is on Showtime's skill level and everything and level of play, but you know, Showtime would grab the Naga. Now he could have picked off 1 or 2 of those grunts easy with the Naga, you know, and I don't know, I think the Naga would really work a lot better with the Huntresses. There we go. Okay, so the Naga would work better with the hunts, because the Beastmaster, those Coil Beasts are just really ultimately extra ranged, like with the archers, and really just like pretty much tanks. They're ranged tanks, because it doesn't matter if they die, you know, and you could get them up there and like start tanking. That's 425 HP and all that good stuff. So I don't know, it just, you know, hunts are already tanks, so I know in a sense they're ranged, but you know, it's like, I don't know, Naga would do a lot better in my opinion. Alright, so he's pushing at the right time for the hunts because his second hero isn't out. His bestiary, he canceled one of his bestiaries or killed it, and he's going for that second bestiary, but he's not going to get it. Now, the orc player was going for dual bestiary wyverns. Now, obviously, he's not going to like start massing wyverns because then the elf player will just have dryads and archers. As you see, the elf player is starting to get archers at tier 2 now because you don't want to go any more than 4 huntresses when you go and harass. You want to keep it at 4 huntresses, and you know, we can't pull a Cecil and mass hunts. I mean, if we were Cecil, we could do that, but our name, none of us are, unless Cecil's listening to this, and then he can. Heart to Cecil. So, you know, you just don't want to mass huntresses because because, you know, then you don't have as much anti-air for the wyverns and all that bad stuff. And if you don't have any anti-air for the wivs, then it's pretty much like good game because the hunts, believe it or not, huntresses do not attack air, guys. I just found that out. I massed huntresses and he went mass wyverns, and like my huntresses were just doing their nails. They're like sitting there doing their nails, and like at first I thought it was hacks, but you know, then I asked my friend and he's like, no, the huntresses can't attack air. And I was like, oh my god, I thought he was hacking. I called him a hacker the whole time. No. Okay, half of you are gonna probably take that seriously. Alright, so that's why you don't want to go more than 4 hunts. You need the room for the anti-air and all that. So after he gets done, like in the beginning, when you harass with your hunts and everything, you know, you try to slow him down as much as you can. Hit him right when he's getting his bestiaries up. Like right when you're at tier 2, grab your beastmaster, run down to the orc space, and hit him. And you could cancel a bestiary and pretty much cancel a bestiary. And that's good. And with hunts, you can't cancel burrows, which I'll be going over later. If you want to start it off with archers and then go to dryad, that's possible too. And I'll tell you what to do behind that and everything. So okay, the blade master's just running in there, checking out, seeing what buildings he's going, and seeing out like how his base is looking, I guess. He already saw his Ancient of Lore and Ancient of Wind down there. The reason why he built that is because he was afraid that the orc would come in and start harassing him right away and trying to cancel those buildings out, because, you know, timing's everything in this game. And so if you would go in there and harass, sorry about that, guys. Got damn hiccups. Anyways, if you were to go in there and harass and try to cancel out his buildings, if the orc had his timing down for that and a strat, then, you know, that would basically take out the purpose of canceling out his bestiaries, you know. It'd pretty much be the same. So that was a pretty good idea on doing that. But in the long run, if the orc does go grunt pult raider and our raider grunt wyverns or whatever, then the orc can easily take those tier 2 buildings out, which, in my opinion, I don't know, if he would have just like maybe hit the orc, and once the orc was in his base when he was hitting it, and then put the lords and winds in his own base, that would have been good. Because, you know, it's when the orc pushes him, you're gonna have 2 less ancients whacking at the orc's army. And, you know, if the orc isn't just gonna, like, when they're fighting in the base, the orc isn't just gonna go and start focusing buildings while you're in your base. You know, that's stupid. He's gonna end up losing his army, and you're just gonna lose some buildings. You're gonna rebuild those buildings, and he's gonna have to rebuild his army, and you're gonna have all the EXP over him then. And so that's not good. Okay, so the orc is like, it's time to look for a fight. I got 3 raiders with ensnare, and so he starts ensnaring units right away, and so you know, it's pretty bad. It doesn't, I don't know, the elf right here, he has heal scrolls and scroll of protection, which scroll of protection gives you +3, so that's about 60 plus HP, plus 60 HP that scroll of protection gives your army when you add on that, because I think it's like +1 defense is 20 extra HP, I believe. So anyways, the elf does not want to fight this. The elf was like focusing that blade master, and if he wouldn't have focused that blade master and focused other units, it wouldn't have turned out so good for the elf. He would have had to TP. And at this point, if you didn't have any protection scrolls or any scrolls of any type, then really you don't want to fight that. That's when the orc's going to look for you, and that's when the orc's going to be like, you know, it's time to fight.